He's been touted as arguably the most complete guard in recent draft history, and for good reason. This guy has got some serious skills on the court, and while he might be seen as a consolation prize in the Winless for Wemby sweepstakes, don't let that fool you. Scoot is the real deal. In fact, he's almost universally pegged as the second overall pick in 2023 mock drafts. That's how highly people think of him, and if it weren't for the fact that there's a generational talent like Victor Wembanyama in the mix, Scoot would easily be a top pick candidate. Scoot has been balling out this season, and it looks like the G League executives have decided to shut him down for the rest of the season. Yep, you heard that right. ESPN's Jonathan Givony reported that Scoot Henderson won't be playing any more games this season. Now, why did they do this, you ask? Well, apparently, the executives feel that Henderson has already shown enough with his outstanding performance this season. But before we dive deep into Scoot, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. That way, you won't miss out on any of our awesome NBA content. Now, we all know that finding the next superstar is not an exact science, but once in a while, a player walks on the floor and sets the league on fire. Guess what? The 2023 NBA draft might have not just one, but two of these rare gems. One of these players is none other than Scoot Henderson from the G League Ignite team. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What's so special about this kid? He's not 7'5". But let me tell you, size doesn't matter when you've got the heart and the skills to back it up. You don't need to be convinced with hypotheticals and potential when you watch this guy play. His game speaks for itself, and when you watch him on film, you can't help but feel that there is something different about him. As you may know, one of the toughest challenges in sports is adjusting to the speed and physicality of the game as you move up levels. It's a common struggle we see among prospects every year. Going from high school to college, or even from college to the pros, can be a major adjustment, but that wasn't the case for Scoot. In fact, in just his second year with the G League team, Scoot came off the bench and dropped a whopping 31 points, along with 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And he didn't stop there. He followed that up with 22 and 27 point outings. Scoot is an absolute physical freak. He dominates on the basketball court like it's nobody's business. I challenge you to find a court where Scoot doesn't stand out physically. His speed and agility are unmatched. And when he gets out in transition, forget about it. What's even more impressive is his ability to absorb contact and still make the shot. He'll put you on your heels and then put you on a poster. Scoot is a relentless attacker of the rim. He's got this first step burst that just allows him to blow by defenders effortlessly. It doesn't matter if you're up on him or giving him some cushion, he's going to get to the rim. But what's really impressive about Scoot is the pace at which he attacks. You see, most young super athletes just use their speed and explosiveness and explode to the rim. But that usually leads to awkward shot attempts and turnovers. Smart help defenders slide into the paint for charges, and the whole play falls apart. But Scoot plays at multiple speeds, and he uses killer hesitations to freeze the defense. And once he's got them where he wants them, he finishes with either hand. It's not just his athleticism that sets him apart. It's his ability to use his skills to create opportunities for himself and his team. You see, the ability to get buckets with the ball in your hands is a mandatory skill for primary options at the NBA level. But when the game is on the line, you need a player who can step up and create something out of nothing. Someone who can break down the defense and get their own shot off. That's what separates the primary options from the role players. They can draw double teams and find the open man for an easy bucket. They can read the defense and make the right play at the right time. And that's what makes players like Luka Doncic special. And Scoot is the kind of player, he's not just a scorer, he's a playmaker. He can take over a game with his scoring ability, but he can also orchestrate an offense and get his teammates involved. I'm not saying that Scoot Henderson can run up offense like teenage Luka could. While he might not have the same level of court vision and playmaking skills as teenage Luka, Scoot has shown some serious potential in this area. Despite relying heavily on his athleticism to dominate his competition, he's demonstrated flashes of his incredible maturity and nuance in his game that suggests he could become an elite player in the future. Here's the thing, basketball is a two-way game. You've got to be able to play defense too. And that's where a lot of players fall short. But not Scoot. We can't do him justice if we only focus on his offense. The truth is, he's got the potential to be a true two-way star. But the thing that really sets Henderson apart is his aggression. He's not content to just play defense. He wants to dominate it. And that means getting right up in the chest of the best point guards in the league and making them uncomfortable. He's dictating the possession, folks. That means he's hounding ball handlers, wearing their shirt, bodying up with active hands, and beating them to the spot. He's so good at it, he's often forcing them to pick up their dribble and move off the ball completely. And if there's one thing we can take away from the 2020 NBA Finals series, is that playing at the highest level requires more than just physical prowess. You need to have a sharp mind for the game, especially when it comes to defense. And that's where Scoot really shines. He knows how to switch effectively, make smart rotations off the ball, and he is always aware of what's happening on the court. He also has the ability to read the game as team defenders. He knows when to help out his teammates, and he's always in the right place at the right time. Scoot will never impact the game defensively the way that an elite rim protector can. But the flashes that he's shown both on and off the ball makes me optimistic that he'll impact the game on both sides of the ball long term. And it's becoming pretty clear that the league is moving away from the smaller, more traditional point guards we saw in the early 2000s. Instead, we're seeing a rise in the popularity of big, versatile players who can switch up positions and connect the team in new ways, just like Scoot. Rising Stars. Scoot was selected to play in the Rising Stars games, and he definitely didn't disappoint. From what I saw, Henderson has some serious skills on the court, and he definitely didn't hurt his stock with his performance. This was actually his second time participating in All-Star Weekend, which is a pretty rare feat for someone who hasn't even played in the NBA yet. Oklahoma City's Jalen Williams, who played with Henderson in the Rising Stars event, said, "You see the talent. There's a reason why he's on the draft boards as high as he is." Wembanyama and Scoot match up. Now, Wembanyama and Scoot have faced off against each other. The NBA organized 2 exhibitions between the Ignite and Wembanyama's French team back in October, and the level of competition was off the charts. Wembanyama dropped an impressive 37 points with 55% shooting, along with 5 buckets and 4 rebounds. But don't sleep on Henderson. He had 28 points with 52.3% shooting, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. Those are some serious numbers. There's a mutual respect between these 2 players, which is always great to see. But what's even more exciting is that they're likely going to be linked for a long time to come. Now, Henderson is going to have some serious competition from the likes of the Thompson twins and Nick Smith Jr. for that coveted number 2 spot on draft night. But let's be real. This guy is the heavy favorite to go second for a reason. NBA teams have seen enough of him to believe in his future. He's got all the intangibles, the measurements, and the on-court reputation that scouts of any franchise are drooling over. This guy has all-star potential written all over him, and even has the skills to one day be All-NBA. I firmly believe that he is the type of player who would dominate the league right from the get-go, regardless of which team drafts him. Henderson is a rare talent, a primary engine who can lead his team to glory. Whether he's picked first, second, or even last, I'm confident that he's going to make an impact on the court and help his team win championships with an S. I, for one, can't wait to see what he brings to the NBA next season. So will Scoot dominate the league? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more sports news and updates. Until next time, take care.